Yeah, good day, welcome to Martinez Design in the continuation of our duplex terrace that we are working on. So in the last episode, we were able to bring this into space. So we duplicate this and we brought it out through insert by link to Revit. So that the file will not be too heavy by the time you are copying in the video, because you can repeat this one as well, but it's going to be a very heavy file and it's not going to make your workflow to be easy. So for now, what I want to do is that I want to concentrate. I want to edit this. So I've not gotten to that, but I cannot edit it here. So I want to edit this one while bringing all the features and match it here as well. So what am I going to do is that this is going to be saved the way it is. So it's a terrace of we have duplex terrace. So I'm going to get the second part, which is going to be, but what I do here is that, let me say on level 1, because I want to delete that. I don't want to see them again, but I cannot delete them because by just go there by removing it. So I have to create a grid system that will represent them whenever I bring them back. So I'm going to create a grid line here now. So from this center, so just click. So what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to use Roman figure to define this grid. So I will do the Roman figure, no, not you. Okay, you can just reduce it. Sorry for that. Remove this guy from, I don't want to just in the video. Turn it back. Okay, now let me say I'm going to say Roman figure. Just say I. Okay. So the second one is going to take place by copying. You can copy then if you want to copy. So just like you copy and paste it wherever that know that is suitable. So I'm going to use this point position to do that. So you just copy and paste it here. So you see it wrote J, but here I'm going to change it to double. So I, that is to I. So the third one is going to copy as well. So you can copy from the neck now and paste, then I paste saying JJ, which is not what I want. So I'm going to change that myself. So I. So it's going to be, so those three are just after that way. So 4. Sorry, I feel okay. So that is the way I found this one, and it's like this in the position of true. So now you can move it if you want to move it. Let me just say I can move it to the last part. So let me say it here. Pick it from here. Drop it here. So then you can now have another one. So this one will be 5. Just change it to V. So 5. Okay. Now the next is that I want to remove this. I don't want to see them again. I'm going to continue to leave. You know, I hide them, but here I want to delete them. I want to remove them. I don't want to see, because I want to go and edit them. If I decide to edit them here, it's not going to give me what I need. So what is it saying? Say remove from the link. Yes, just click remove from the link, which is fine, fantastic. Now what you do now is to open that file exactly itself. I think you have it here, which is Terrace 2. Just open, since it's the recent file that you are working on, to come off. So I'm going to design on that one. Then I will now copy some of his feature to this one so that it will fit in. So the first thing I want to create is to create window wood for this one. So I will say start elevation. So let's start by doing that. I'm going to use this as my, so edit. So what I do, extrusion, and I will say pick plane for me. So this plane will be the one I'm going to use. I think yes, this one is okay. So let's say I drew my rectangle. Okay, let's try to align so that we now have a double line. It reflects. what happened to you? Okay, I think that is actually accurate. It was only that deceiving by eye. So I'm going to say here now you have set it by saying 70 with 70. Okay, what is going on here? So with 70, okay, I've set 70 on the line. I have chosen the wrong reference plane, so it's giving me what's supposed not to give me. So what I've done wrong is that the reference plane that I pick now is not the accurate way it's supposed to be. So it just didn't working for the, but it didn't work for the vertical, which is very bad. But it doesn't matter. See, you have to so you have selected what you're supposed not to select, which is so wrong. So let's say you go and see it's a part of lesson and part of training, because you have that issue, you might run to problems. See, it's working with the horizontal part, which is supposed not to, so you delete that. So what we do, let's go back and start creating again extrusion. So say go to elevation, back, start elevation to be precise. So where the problem lies, just say yes, use this so that I'll be able to see all the lines that are more realistic and accurate. So I have extrusion here, but I'm going to delete, I don't need it. So discharge, yes. So I'm going to restart creating the extrusion. So pick a plane this time around. So you hovering around and hovering around. I think with this one can be able to do what you need to do, reference plane. So you just need to drag it later and get the formation. So if you are doing that, so all those things is part of the challenges of design, because when you are doing it, you may decide to say, this is giving me a headache, you have to neglect it. You do not neglect, you just need to continue and be consistent with it. So you'll be able to understand. You can imagine when I put reference plane, to me it's speaking particle, meanwhile choosing another thing entirely. What I thought there is that he used the roof as a reference plane. That was the reason why I went on the horizontal part. So I can do that by changing it. Then you copy this one. So as you copy now, you can now decide to change the color for this. So just select any color that you know that is suitable. You can make use of the dark black that you are using. So just use this one. So now let's go to the 2D and see. So like this one now you have it. But what you need now is to go to here. Just say move from here. Say remove this joint as well. So when you say the join, you just align. So from here you can just drag it. Can you see? So click finish. So as you do that now, you come back to 3D and you see what you have created. So this is aspect that we have now. So you can, I want to select these two. So imagine what I want to do here now. I want to select these two and say copy to clipboard. So I want to go and use it on the if I copy to clipboard, yes. So now I will go and use this one in the terrace, the remaining terrace that I have. So what did it say? Say document will change. Yes, don't worry, let it move. So the document is here. So what I need now, I will go to foundation. So what I just need to do is that I will say go to modify, then align. So say align to current view. So you say align to current view. Let everything be systematically be aligned to this position. So if there is any issue now, we just need to go to start elevation and correct that. Okay, so there is the issue lies. So what are those things that we've done wrong is because that thing is not in the place supposed to be. So you just need to pick, just say move. You are still under what? Not under full control of the, so just shift it. Say remove the constraint, you place it here. So delete instance that are not supposed to. So what I have is that this door that's supposed to be here is not here, but it's already available. So you just need to pick it and let it stay. So automatically this is changed. Now I want to bring the, let me now work on the what will I call it now? So I'll be able to replicate it in that one. So all the entourage, I'm going to work on that. The first is to bring the grasses that occupy this place because it's a green building. So I'm going to say level 1. So what will I say? I will go to architecture component now. Then you start selecting like all this one. So I'm going to pick from the anyone. So what you just need to do is that you place it. Understand? Just get like 2. Then go to south elevation. That is where you're going to do your work. So from here now you select. It's already been placed where it's supposed to be placed, but that is not where we are going to. So you select this one and say duplicate. So duplicate, you can call it grass for your home. Grass, just leave it that way. Anything you can name it, limit. So your next is rendering appearance, which is going to change. So you are going to select a soft scratch. So I would like to use this particular one. So there are so many other ones there that you can use, but this is the one I want to use. Switch. So I'm going to use switch grass. So now I will reduce the height to something like 700. So say okay. Good. So as I have it now, I'm just going to let it flow and flow. So if I have it now like this manner, so I'm going to like, you can just increase it to like 900 so that okay. So now from the elevation default, so I'm going to say minus 150 should be elevation default. So that's what that gives. So what I do is I change the elevation minus 150. Okay. So it's come down. Now what I need to select this and start repeating them by copying. So I'll copy from here now, stay here, move again. So move again. Now if you think affects your thinking, because I'm not liking the way I'm seeing it, and you cannot mirror, don't ever mirror whenever you are working with grasses in Revit. So mirror is not an option because it's going to lose the appearance. So when you lose the appearance, it will not flow the way you want it to flow any longer. So select now, then move. So since you have like this in place, which is okay now, you can select as many as you want, select like that, and say copy. From here now you drop it here. So what you have now, you can select this and delete, select and delete. So that is what you have here now. So the next thing I need to do, just go to component. Let me select something before you. So I'm going to go to foundation. Then I will say components. Then I pick something that's, yes, lights. So I'm going to put that light around here. So as I have it here now, I'm going to rotate. I can rotate 90 degrees. So now I will go to 3D and see what I have. This is what I have here on the 3D. Okay, so with this one I have something to present. I have something, so I'm going to edit this, edit in place. So I'll go to foundation, then I will draw a circle around. Yes, I will say extrusion. then I will just shackle for that, so that will be the base for the light, street light standing. So I'm going to say finish. So when I look at it in 3D, I think it's as occupy where I want it to occupy, so I will drag it down. Okay, now you can change the category, so just select normal white and let it be. Okay, so after all, you can now select all this one and paste it around, but it's going to go along with this thing that I'm creating. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to delete this one, since I will replicate it in all the design that I want to do. So I will say edit extrusion, delete everything. So you say finish, fine, you finish again. So you select this one, you say select, and say select all instances in this view. Okay, so you do the same thing here, select, then select this one as well. So I think with this one now, you can now proceed to whatever you want to do within the frame of the design that we are doing now. So you just say copy to clipboard. So you go back here, because you are working at the, so you go to select the two, and you say save. So when that is saved, so it has transfer. What am I doing now? Just click save. After it's saved, you have select this one to clipboard. What have I done? Sorry, pick again, select all instances in this view. So select this one, select this one. So what you do, say copy to clipboard. Then from here you come here and you say this one. So you are going to say this is 2. This is what you need to select. Say okay. So what you have now, this is it. So what you just need to do is to go to level 1. From level 1, you just say align to current view. Everything should be there statically. So when you go to 3D, you should have those feeling. Okay, this one is here, which is not supposed to, because it came from the part that's supposed not to come from. So you can now select everything. So and you pick this one too by saying to select all instances in this view. So to pick. So after which elevation, you just say you can pick your elevation, or you go to south elevation completely and you say move. So you move it from here, come here. So issue is that this one stay where it's supposed to stay, but this guy is not staying where it's supposed to stay. So select here for all instances as well again. Select all instances here and you say move. You move it from here back. So it used to be like that. So everything is back to the base. So you can say save. Now you return it back to the link, but before that you need to close so that there won't be any secret link to any parts. So you just save first. After you have saved, you close it all. Just close everywhere that those things are. Okay, I don't think you have them again. So this is the original one. Now you go back to the foundation. So from the foundation now, you call on link. So if there's any residual, it's going to tell you. If there's no one, then you are good to go. So just say Revit link. So from the Revit link, you go to, then the parts to do that you are doing the work is Terrace. So this is the part 2 that we work on. Then you say link. Now there is here already. You get what I'm saying now? It's here already but like we did yesterday, that those parts are not visible. So those things are come up again. So all we just need to do is to select parts that are going to be hidden, to hide the one part, so you'll be able to select the one that is visible. So you go to the foundation now. So from here you select and move. So what the first thing is to move that away and paste it here. So the next thing to do is now you start copying everything. You start copying them and you copy. So from here now you see that you have created what you need to create. So when you look at it from south elevation, you have your full tendency design that is more available and accurate. So next thing you need now is to now work on the how will I call it now, on the site. So I will just like, let me say create. So I'm on foundation now. I want to create a component model in place. So I'm going to come to site, then I will model just a normal pad for the ground to stay first. So I see that one. So just look. So here you just reduce it to 10. Okay, it shouldn't be more higher than that. Select this and change this. So by giving it what is befitting, analytical surface, anything that is more resemble to what you are creating. So just like select a default things that you know that okay, is going to flow with your perspective. So I think with this I just need to select any material that can suit my idea. So I'm going to do this one. So now I will say finish. So now I will go to camera. I just want to have a perspective of what I'm creating before I proceed to the next thing. So I will say click. So this is what far I have. So I will say drag this closer. So what will you say? Just say fit. So you can dictate by and say realistic to give you what you want. So if you want to render, as you know, I don't quickly jump into rendering aspect of a design. So if you have it like this, the number, so you can just like put number of flats where the number is supposed to be, like at this top. So this one will be there. Let's quickly do one so that we move to be able to duplicate it. So go to start elevation. So at the start elevation we have this. All we just need to do is to go to architecture, just model text. So model text now we ask you question. So what you need then, just don't select the roof. So select this one to be precise. So what you just need to say, so this one is going to be flat, or just say like we used to do in something, just he1. So that's a flat he1. So like that's apartment he1. So like that, you bring it here, this thing turn upside down. So what will be the issue? It doesn't matter, just like click rotate and see how far. If you go for you, then you make use of. So I think it goes for it. Just delete that one. So you adjust this one. So what we do now is that you can go to site to see entire things we created, which is it. So you move it from here and you move it close to this position. So you say move. So we say remove it from here. Then you change it to this part. Same with that. So you can go back and see what you have created, EA1, which is fine and beautiful. So from there now you can now be selecting using one references. So if you don't like this, you can change your letters, work on the materials, increase the boldness and things like that. So you can just select and change the letter types. So if you don't want that one, let me just use my Mindra like that. So you say apply. It's okay. This is Mindra for me. I think this I'm okay. And change the material if you want. So what you just need now is to copy to the 4 places. So you change the letters 1, 2, 3. So from here, if you change one, if you give it edit, then you do the duplicate to give you what you need. So since it did not give you, you proceed. 3. Sometimes you give edit by changing everything to have created like that. So what as it is, if it didn't give you, then you call it 4. So EA4. So that is what we have. So back to the 3D view, camera view, and this is alpha. So if you are not satisfied with that, you can pick another camera from another angle. So you select from here. This is not the part of setting camera. I just want to show illustration of what I'm creating. So when you set the camera properly, we shall come there and do the needful. So for now, this is what I want to demonstrate and see the clear picture of what we are creating. So say soon to fit. Then from here, realistic. So this is how far we go on this particular tutorial. In the next one, we'll focus on the whole environment, then bring some of these beautiful things around and the build landscaping for the 16 unit of terrace that we are going to have on the site. So thanks for watching. See you in the next tutorial. God bless you.